Hey guys, it's me, MugenLord. I know it's been a week since I uploaded a video. I decided I want to do something a little different. Last week I had posted up this video called procrastination, and I thought it was an interesting video. I wanted to do something a little different, and I wanted to test out a couple of effects that I've done. But it was the reason why I made that video. It was something that was bothering me for a while, especially this whole semester. And I'm graduating pretty soon, so a lot of things just hit me at one time, and I'm reflecting on a lot of things in my life and stuff. So I wanted to share it with you guys, and I like the results. I posted up on Facebook, I posted up on my YouTube, and I have been approached by a couple people on campus about the video, and it inspired a lot of people and motivated a lot of people. And that was the main reason why I made the video as well, because I was hoping that this video will put a flame, under people, to get them motivated to go up and do the things they have to do, set their priorities straight and stuff. So I decided I want to do a new segment called I call it Words of Advice from MugenLord. And I want to discuss different topics, or just speak my mind about a lot of things that I've encountered or experienced in my life, and hopefully you guys can relate to it, and maybe whatever advice I give you can probably apply it to your life. Who knows where it may go. But today I just want to talk about the advice I want to give to you today is don't be a pessimist. Now, this is a very, very important issue, or an important advice that I can give someone. Is because that being a pessimist can hold you back from a lot of things in your life, especially good things that you want to come your way in life. But if you're a pessimist, you're going to miss out on a lot of things. Now, for those of you who don't know what a pessimist is pretty much a person who always think of the worst outcome, in a situation, who can never think of the positive things that may come out of a certain circumstance, but they always turn around and just always think about what the worst thing that can happen, and there's no other way. It's always the worst thing that can possibly happen, and that is a disease that I consider, us as being human beings. We all victims to being a pessimist every once in a while. But you have some people who has it bad, it's just in their blood to just be a pessimist, and those type of people can be friends, family. And oh my God, I feel sorry for you if she's your girlfriend, or if he's your boyfriend, or if he's your husband, or if she's your wife. Man, having one of those would be the worst. Just the worst piece of weight that you can just have riding on your shoulders. So I just want to say is don't be a pessimist. Being a pessimist is just something that you have to overcome. And the opposite of being a pessimist is someone that's being optimistic. You want to be as much optimistic as possible, because when you're a pessimist, if you have dreams, if you have goals, if you have anything that you're trying to shoot for, you're trying to go for it, then being a pessimist is not the formula. It's not the answer for anything that you're trying to achieve. And if you're not a pessimist, but you have family, friends, or relatives as pessimists, then you have to keep them away from you as much as possible. I'm not saying cut them off, don't say nothing to them, but you want to keep them as far as possible. Especially if you have goals, you have dreams, you have somewhere you want to go, and you're really working hard to try to aim and trying to achieve it. Someone who's always being a pessimist, who always think about the worst case scenario of things, all they're going to do is bring you down. For the simple fact is, since they have no control over their life, or they have no control in their situation, and they always think about the worst case scenario, they try to put it down on you to make you think the same way. And you don't want people like that. You really don't. And a perfect example is when I first started, the whole MugenLord channel, or the whole Mugen TV thing. I had a lot of people in forums. I had even a lot of people in person who would tell me that this whole MugenLord or this whole Mugen TV thing wasn't going to pan out too great. It wasn't going to work out. Then what if you get sued, or what if this and what if that? Just going in the worst case scenarios, because not only that, they seen that the results that what I'm doing is working. But since things aren't working in their life, or things are not shaping out too well in their life, They try to take that and put that type of train of thought into you and try to make you have doubt. And that's all, you know, that's all that pessimism brings is doubt. It brings doubt. It brings fear. And also too, it can lead to procrastination. You know, because you like when it comes to certain things, if you don't think you're capable of something, or you face in a certain dilemma that you don't think you can get out of, or you have an exam coming up and you just don't think you can be able to pass the exam no matter how hard you try to study and everything, you're going to procrastinate about it. You're going to think that, hey, no matter if I study or not, I'm not going to do well. So you already defeated yourself mentally, and you're just not going to study at all. You're going to do everything but the right thing to do to make sure you get the job done. So it leads to a whole lot of other factors. And us as human beings, especially us growing, you know, coming out the womb, and you know we're babies, and then we become children. I think at that stage when we're children, we're the most optimistic. It's because other factors and other variables haven't kicked in, like relationship, bills, peer pressure. You know, everything, those factors haven't fit in. So we're the most optimistic, and we have the most faith. That's the key word. We have the most faith in things is going to happen, and especially we have faith in our parents, that our parents are going to come through for us and stuff. So we have the strongest faith when we're a child, and we're optimistic about things. But as adults, as we grow up, when the girlfriends, the wives, when you know the husband and the boyfriends or whatever, and bills and working at a stressful job, when all those things start to factor and come in, then we tend to be much more pessimistic about things than optimistic. But our goal is to try to stay and remain optimistic about everything that we do. And the thing, one thing that bothered me the most was I was on Facebook, and there was a person on Facebook who left a comment. The young man had left a comment, and he said, you know, I finally came up with, you know, with a solution. You know, I finally convinced myself, and I finally believe, you know, I finally convinced myself that I'm not good at drawing. I'm not a good artist. I'm not this, I'm not that. So I'm going to quit drawing because I just know I'm just not good enough, you know, to do it or whatever. And when I read that comment, it really bothered me a lot. Is because it's obviously that this young man loves to draw. That's what makes him happy. That's what makes him sane. And that's a hobby. And you know, that's a dream, that's a goal, whatever you're trying to do with the drawing, that was something that he was trying to shoot for to become better at. And he just threw it all away. Well, he did at one point try to throw it all away for the simple fact is because he didn't think that he was good enough. He didn't think that the future outcome was going to amount to anything. So he already shot himself down. He was being pessimistic about it, and that's something that's not good, especially when you have dreams and you have goals. You miss out on a lot of good things in life. So I told the young man, like, yo, like, if this is something that makes you happy, like drawing pictures and everything, and by the way, his drawings are amazing to me. His drawings are amazing. And I also tell him that we are oftentimes, our worst critics. We're the worst critics of our own work. So we tend to, judge ourselves even harshly, or we try to compare ourselves to other people out there, and you can't do that. And so, after talking to him, it kind of motivated him again to give it another shot. And he started posting pictures up on Facebook again, and I was like, whoa, this young man he's good. He's good at drawing. So I said to say this before I close out: don't be pessimistic. And if you aren't pessimistic, you have to limit the amount of people that you have around you that are very pessimistic, because all it's going to do to you in the long run is rub off on you. And being pessimistic, you're going to miss out on a lot of good things in life. Your goals, your dreams, and also, even with the fellas, and even with you ladies out there. If there's you ladies, if there's a guy out there that you think is cute and you want to talk to him, and the same thing with the fellas. If there's a girl out there that you think is just hot and you don't have the strength, you don't have the strength to talk to her, and you think about the worst case scenario that you're going to get rejected, or that she's not, you don't think you're good enough to meet her standards, or you don't think you're good enough to meet his standards, then you already defeated yourself, and you probably missed out on probably the best person in the world. You probably missed out on a person that could be your husband or your wife. So that's another thing about being pessimistic. You can miss out on a lot of good things in life, and you don't want to do that. And the thing is, you can live with rejection. You can live with a lot of things. But one thing you cannot live with and the thing that you have to carry on with the rest of your life is regrets. And that's all being a pessimist brain is being a regret. Is having regrets. So I hope you guys had enjoyed the advice and everything, and hopefully sometime this week I'll probably have another word of advice for you guys. But most definitely expect the Mugen video this week, because I finally made some room, or I finally fit in a time schedule for me to at least do one Mugen video this week. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed the advice. This is MugenLord signing off.